My name is Shannon. I'm the fashion coordinator with iHuman Youth Society, and I make fashion things. So this is the fashion studio, and truly anything can happen in here. I usually say that a little bit of magic happens whenever you walk through the door. You can do anything from making your own clothing to repairing clothing. We do photo shoots and styling. We do makeup classes. We do a lot of textile art like beading and embroidery. Basically anybody who comes through the door and they have an idea for a project, or even if they don't know what they want to do, I try to make it happen and help them realize what they want to do. So when we walk right through the door, this is kind of the little seating area, a way that people can just sit down, read some magazines, chat with each other, kind of a quiet moment. You can just enjoy the space without having to actually go in and do a project, and also a great way to show off some past projects from previous youth. I always have my schedule up on the board, so anybody who's brand new, they can come in and see exactly what's going down this week. I've got my group of dudes who are excellent models. We're just gonna walk a little bit more.
Like I told you, you enter through the door, you enter through Shannon's house, you enter into my house.
So this is the general space. Everything happens. As you can see, we have some modeling, we've got some mess, we've got all the projects happening on the table there. But this is a really great communal table where people can work on their projects, just sit down and chat. Everybody kind of comes together at the center table. This wall, we've got 3 of our industrial sewing machines. So these machines are professional. This is the kind of machine that you would learn to use if you were going to work in a factory, or if you were going to be a professional sewing designer. So I teach the kids how to use these machines, and that's a really great practical skill that they can apply if they chose to work professionally in the sewing industry or the fashion industry. This is our jewelry corner. So a lot of, we have a lot of beads, a lot of basic pieces of jewelry that kids take apart and put together into new pieces of jewelry that they can sell or wear. That's a really big part of the program is social enterprise, and I'm looking at what small projects can I make and actually make money off of. We have another industrial sewing machine here. This one is actually equipped for leather and canvas. We do quite a bit of leather work in the room, whether it's moccasins, leather jackets. So this is a really handy piece of machinery to have. We have a loom here, and this is probably the biggest thing I get asked about whenever someone is new to the space is, what's that machine? And then they try to work it. But basically this machine weaves fabric, and you can weave something like a blanket, or you can weave your own fabric and then you can sew it into something different. It takes quite a bit of setup to get hooked up and going, but it's actually quite an easy process. And we've made a rug before where everybody really came together and learned how to use the machine, and we made an iHuman group rug on it, which is pretty cool. Over here we've got Mandy working on her amazing cat beds, but we have our home sewing machines. So when somebody thinks of a typical sewing machine, this is probably what they initially have in mind. These are really easy to use sewing machines, which I typically get people to start off using. And they also have some really cool functions. They can do embroidery, buttonholes, something a little bit more advanced than the industrial sewing machines. But truly there is a machine for everyone, no matter what your comfortable level is with sewing. In this corner we have our hairdressing station and our little swivel hairdressing chair. So we actually have free haircuts that happen every Wednesday. We have a volunteer hairdresser who comes in and she cuts kids' hair for free. She's amazing. Everybody loves her. And it's just such a needed service. It's almost always booked. I always have people asking about when can I get a haircut next. And yeah, that happens. We do some hairstyling too. This is a previous project. It was a part of a fashion show from a few years ago that we did, where the theme was using natural materials and making clothing from that. So this was just one of the pieces that was in the show, and it was a branch skirt and a birch bark corset. Here we've kind of got a little gallery going of previous photo shoots that we've done. We've done a lot of just kind of on-the-go photo shoots where it's less about orchestrating an overall theme and more about capturing like the person that wants to be shot. And a common theme that I've come to realize is that everyone likes taking photographs or nice photographs of themselves. So it's really nice to see somebody's self-confidence shine when we do a photo shoot like that. And then going back here, there's a lot in this space, a lot of materials, a lot of different things that you can work with, tons of fabric. So storage has been a little bit of a learning curve for me, but we have all the materials ever. So truly, if somebody wants to do a project, I have so many different things back here that you can use to work in your advantage. Welcome to iHuman, and this is the Fashion Studio.